Speaking of... damn it. No, for real, give me that shit right now, guys. Oh, shit.
Put a beer in your hand, dude. You asked for the jewel and you showered. Here, king. Here. We up at me and peasants.
50 Nick, bro.
Hear me out on my shit.
50 Nick. What is that
Nick,
fucking
dude.
video? Is that the Cody Co
Cody,
video?
yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
My Nick's over 9,000.
He is right. I think he even said it. It is one of the best videos he's done.
Yeah.
It might be one of my favorite videos on.
I think it's the most
like,
popular.
YouTube.
It's like their most viewed.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's hilarious.
Super good.
Super good, dude. I can't help but think of that. No, you can't. I don't think the mic will pick you up. Okay, we're gonna start, gentlemen.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Leftover Popcorn Podcast, and I am your host, Damian Luneman, and today, I'm fucking stoked, as you guys should be as well. We have 3 guests with me today. It's not just me talking to myself, which I know you guys love. We have a reoccurring guest, a returning one, my friend, Kyle Rash.
Hey, how are you now?
Yeah, I would have given you more shit, but they know who you are, so I won't.
Yeah.
And then 2 people that I'm very excited are here that are kind of the reason I started the podcast. Not like you guys inspired. Yeah, no.
Nice.
Not that you inspired me, but people like you made me want to do the podcast so I could have you guys on here. So first, let me introduce an incredible, I don't even want to say up and coming because he's fucking here, dude. Tyler Glass, love and Godspeed. How are you, brother?
I'm great, man. just living.
Yeah, dude. I'm glad you're here, so that way we can speed it up. Let me introduce fucking Andy Vasquez, another artist, different type of artist. He draws, he paints.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you sing?
No.
Okay, so he's not a
I sing
triple
a little
threat.
bit. A little bit.
He
Yeah.
dances
Jiu-jitsu.
every
He's
now and
active.
then.
Jiu-jitsu.
Is that considered a?
Yeah.
It's an art.
Would you say that?
It's an art form.
Yeah.
Like if you were accepting like an Academy Award, people are like, that guy's a triple threat. He can draw. He's good at jujitsu.
You can choke people out.
And he
kill
can act,
people
brother.
easily.
Yeah, that's great, dude. I'm so excited you guys are here, and I'm excited. We don't really have a central topic, but you guys are on the podcast for the first time, so I figured you guys might be reoccurring. What better way than to just shoot the shit, as Andy said yesterday.
Yeah.
But what we were just talking about, I find super funny because I don't think we were recording at the time, but I was talking to Kyle, and I didn't fucking know him when I met him, obviously. But the moment that happened, now we are 2 close of friends. You were my fucking roommate. You're gonna be a groomsman in my wedding, and I find that super fucking weird.
It's crazy, man.
And then, same thing, not because of you, but somehow you knew Andy. I worked with Andy, met him, and then through Andy I met Tyler and Kyle, and dude,
Here we are.
Full circle.
I feel like
bro.
I'm the one that just connects everybody.
the
Yeah.
incubator.
Yeah,
And
I feel like that for like Jason, like the Arkadelphia group.
I think it's super
Crazy.
weird too because I think whenever you meet someone else's friends, like you're like, oh, those are Kyle's friends. That's
Yeah.
it. Or like, oh, those are Alex's friends. Like, why would I ever hang out with them outside of that? But I think we all have hung out without one person here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To
yeah.
where it's like, dude, we hung out when we worked. We got. Dude, greatest story ever told. Literally, I believe it's the greatest story ever told. They will make a movie about it one day, and it's the day that me and Andy got arrested. But, dude, we got arrested together, and I just knew, like you, in my world, I was like, it's just Andy. And then, dude, he was roommates with Alex for a fucking year. I was like, how does that even happen,
Crazy, dude. Well, I think mostly because Hot Springs is so small and like we're
It's
all interested in art. I feel
tiny.
like there's already that level of like connection. So
In our age.
yeah, in our age and
See, I call you guys like my adult friends, cause like I think you have like childhood friends, like ones you met then, and
Okay,
you'll always
yeah,
be
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
But then once you start like your job, you start being in like serious relationships, and like real life stress starts hitting you. Those friends that you meet, those are your adult friends,
See,
and
I
you
still-
guys are my adult friends.
I still consider you guys my high school friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, us for
Well,
sure.
yeah,
We-
yeah.
We've
When
known
did-
each other since like 8th grade.
I was still in high school when we met. I think.
Shit, dude. Yeah, I wasn't even 21, so never.
Yeah.
But still, though.
Still, though, yeah.
Yeah, that
You
age.
didn't
Whereas, like,
grow
I
up
met
with
Alex when I was fucking 14. So
Right,
what did we
yeah.
talk about?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
right.
were we stressed about, dude? I had to get a ride to go hang out.
Yeah.
Whereas, like us, it was like, do you want to go to a concert with me? Never met you, and I was
You
like,
want to get arrested?
I was like, let's fucking go, dude. And I did it.
Dude, how was jail? Did you guys go to jail?
Uh,
Did they lock you up?
Dude, literally.
awesome.
Yeah, it was
great.
incredible.
We got our picture taken.
Ooh, love
First time.
mugshots.
Yeah.
We
Free
paid.
selfie.
We did pay.
We
for that
paid
picture.
to get our mugshots taken. How stupid is that?
Oh,
I
yeah,
might
no,
sound
I know.
naive to some people because they're like, yeah, of course you gotta fucking do that. But I didn't know. So here I am paying $20 for
Like-
them to take my picture.
Like I say, everybody asks me how my DWI shit is going.
Mm-hmm.
I say, well, it's good for the most part, but I think it's dumb that I pay $25 a month to go to see my probation officer, and they're supposed to make me piss, but I don't piss. So I pay $25 a month for
What do you
them
mean?
to ask me if I have the same address and same phone number.
You don't piss because
Pretty
they
much.
they don't ask, did they forget?
They're probably just like, all right, this kid made a dumb mistake.
Yeah.
He has a clean record. Let's just
Yeah,
let him
dude.
give us his
You know
money.
who
Take his
didn't?
money,
You know
yeah.
who didn't
Yeah,
do
like,
that?
what the
You're
fuck?
saying? The fucking guy who arrested me and Andy. He did the opposite. He was like, no, these are fucking felons. They're criminals. So yeah, we got arrested, dude.
I'm a criminal.
Scariest. It was the scariest. And me and Andy, I don't think we've ever talked about it outside of like
Dude,
a kid because we don't want
honestly,
to.
Yeah, I don't want to go back there, man. Dark times,
Me and
dark
Andy
times.
bring it up. We're like, oh yeah, that was crazy. Talk about something else, fucking immediately, dude. Because we met without telling the entire thing because it would take. I mean, there's no time limit, but it would take so fucking long. We met at Osaka's. Andy was the one who trained me, and at this point, Zach went to college, CJ went to college, Alex was here. So it was just like me and Alex. So I was super excited to meet other people that wanted to do the same shit that me and Alex did. And I met Andy. He seemed pretty cool. Is pretty cool, not seemed. I'm just speaking in the moment. He
lie.
trained me. So for 2 days straight, it was just me and Andy just talking nonstop to make it not awkward between two people we'd never met before. And I remember, I think it was like 2 weeks into working. You were like, hey, I want to go to this concert. Which, by the way, I fucking hate going to concerts. I love music to death. I just don't like going to, don't know what it is.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Every concert I've ever been to was just miserable for me. And I know some
Yeah.
people are like, oh, well, you didn't go to the right concert. And you do it. We're like 4 for 4 right now, and it's not looking good, okay? But except Tyler's concert, that was dope.
Dude, that was probably
I
the
didn't
worst
like
one.
I didn't like what happened, dude.
If you can call that a concert.
Alright.
You were up on stage.
I was, I guess, yeah.
And people were looking at you, and you were
Yeah,
It's
playing.
more like a
it's
talent
it's a
show.
concert.
Oh my
High
It
school.
was sold out, 15 people.
We were all there, dude, getting drunk. But so in the moment, I was like, yeah, but I wanna meet new friends. I wanna have a bigger group of people surrounding me. So Andy was like, this girl I was going to invite isn't going. So do you want to go with me? It's a free ticket. And I was like, can't really fucking say no to that. And then it would be awkward after working with Andy if I was like, no, I don't want to go with you. Like, that's just weird. So I was like, sure. And I'm so glad I did because it's the worst time of my life, but it's also an incredible memory. And Andy picked me up from Miss Candy's. We were going to a They concert, which at the time
Bryson Tiller.
clue.
Nobody
Bryson
knew.
Tiller.
Bryson Tiller and they and what?
Well, bro, they open right for Bryson
Yeah,
Tiller.
they open.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I was about to say
They
because I
open.
would have went for they and then just been like, oh, Bryson Tiller's
Yeah.
there too.
Honestly,
Same.
if Andy would invite me now, same thing. Same
Still
thing. Because
same.
dude, they were fucking
Like Bryson
'Cause
Tiller's good.
They
but-
honestly,
Okay.
they killed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Without
I hate
jumping
them for
ahead,
that.
we stopped at Starbucks. We were so fucking excited. I was excited. I had like my reservations until I got in the car with you, and I was like, dude, this is gonna be a fucking fun day, man. It was like 10 a.m. when he picked me up. We went to Walmart. We got like fucking chips and shit to like eat on the way there, even though it was only
Well,
like
you
a
did
2-hour
like a whole
drive.
day thing. Like,
Yeah.
all-
And
okay.
we stopped at Starbucks. I think Andy even bought me like coffee or whatever. I was like, dude, this is dope. This is gonna be exciting. And then we hit. What is it? What is it called? Forest Hills?
Forest Lake,
Something?
Forest City.
Oh,
Forest City.
Forest
Don't go there.
Forest
City.
Hills is the apartment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stay away from Forest City. It's about like I don't know, 40 minutes from Memphis.
Population
Which, by the way,
20.
seriously, I think
All-
it says
all
on the
related.
sign. I think they might have marked it out and put like 18 on
One
there.
family.
But it's the Forest Cities is their last name. So we're like it's like 45 minutes from Memphis, which by the way is hell on earth. It's the worst place in the United States.
What?
I firmly believe.
Memphis?
Dude, just
Or
like
Forest City?
concerts, I think I'm 4 for 4 with Memphis. Every time I've been there, something bad happens. So we're in Forest City. It's fucking hammering down rain, right? And there's the semi in front of Andy, and he does the normal thing that anybody would do, and he's like, dude, I gotta get around this fucking semi because it's splashing water on my windshield. I can't see anything. It's pouring, and he has me in the car. So in Andy's head, he's probably thinking, dude, I can't get in a car accident. What's fucking do to my car? He'll die, and then that's on me. So he
Exactly
speeds.
what I was thinking.
So yeah, he speeds around the semi. Right? In this one moment where Andy's like, dude, I can't see anything. If I get around him, it'll be fine. So he slams on the gas, goes around him, boom. Fucking cops are there, right? They're ready.
Immediately.
Yeah. And they pull us over, and obviously I'm freaking out. And, dude, I remember it so perfectly. I remember we were listening to, because, like, you let me have the aux cord, and I was showing you, like, some... Dude, this is a while ago. So we were listening to like house music or something like that, or like dubstep. And I remember Andy was like, we parked, and Andy was like, change the song. And I was like, oh, fucking, okay. So I'm like going through my phone, and I had like a Sufjan Stevens song. And I was like, boom. So I clicked it, and we were just sitting there. He turned down the radio for a second, and the cop comes up to the windshield, pouring down rain, dude. It's fucking brilliant. So he comes up to my windshield, knocks it down, Andy rolls it down, and I'm just like, dude, we were just speeding, so that'll be fine, right? It'll be over. So the cop leans down, puts his shoulders like on the window sill of a car or whatever, and yeah, next to me, and he like leans his head to the car and he goes, "Where is it?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And dude, I kid you not, there's no hyperbole in this at all. He fucking opens the door, grabs me by my arm, pulls me out, and at this point...
That's not okay.
No, and at this point, I think I'm figuring out kind of, like, what's going on. I'm smart enough to know where he says, "Where is it?" and then pulls me out. And at this point, I can only imagine how we fucking look, because me and Andy are going to a concert, so we're dressing for it. And if you've ever been to a concert, people dress to go to concerts. They want to look cool, they want to look, like, hip and dope. So... at this point in time, I had my side shaved, my top knot. I was wearing a leather jacket with a red flannel tied around my waist. Dude, if I didn't look, one, like a skinhead, but two, also somebody who would smoke pot, that's fucking me.
Yeah.
So he pulls me out of the car, and I take off my jacket, and I hand it to him. And I was like, dude, there's nothing on me or whatever. And he was like, all right, get back in the car. And then Andy gets out, and announced...
I had already been out.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So Andy gets out, and then I get back in the car. So now it's just me sitting in the car. Andy's outside with the cop or whatever, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Because now I'm freaking out. What was a simple, oh, you sped, you went 10 over because you were trying to pass that semi, is now like a fucking cops episode. Mm-hmm. And I'm in the car by myself, and I'm freaking out, and I'm such a pussy, dude. So I was super scared, and I'm like, I keep like turning around, but I can't really see what's going on because it's pouring. So the windshield is like, has fucking water running down.
You're just getting soaking ass wet.
And I'm like, dude, what is fucking going on? And here I am, hoping for the best, dude. And then the cop opens the back door, and then Andy's like, it's behind the... he's like, it's behind the...
I couldn't lie, dude.
Yeah, he really couldn't, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta tell the truth.
And he was like, oh, it's behind like the seat or whatever. And he goes, okay. So he leans back there and pulls it. And at this point, I'm like, okay, what's gonna fucking happen? And I think in like just no hesitation, the cop was like, okay, Andy, you get in your car. And he checked our ID, so he knew my name. And he was like, all right, Luneman, you drive with me. And I was like, what? So Andy gets in his car, and I get in the car with the cop, and we pull around or whatever. And I don't know what gave the cop this idea, but I guess he like was reading my mind or something. So I get in the car, and Andy's behind us, and we're driving, and it's super quiet. I'm super fucking terrified. The dude has this like laptop thing right next to me, like you see in the movies, and he's driving with one hand, and he's typing in the computer, like typing in our shit, like already, like in the thing. And I was like, fuck, and I was like, Damien, say something. I was like, say something, dude. I was like, fucking get out of it, because if you say nothing from here to when you get to the police station, you're fucked. But then he, while I was thinking that, was like, so when did you meet Andy? And I was like, at work. I was like, he's my friend. He trained me or whatever, and he invited me to this concert, so I'm going to go with him. And he was like, oh, okay. And he's like, so how often do you smoke? And it was at that point in my life, I maybe had smoked once, so I was being 100% honest, of course. Yeah. And I was like, I don't. Didn't know it was in the car. He didn't tell me. And I was like, I don't.
Fuck Andy.
I was like, I didn't. I know every time I tell this story, it's so hard not to be like, that's how I am. Mm-hmm. But in the moment,
I would have been that way too.
I was just telling the truth on like my side. And I was like, dude, Andy can say whatever he wants, but I'm just going to be like, dude, didn't know it was in the car. And he listens to me say that, and here I am, like, pouring my heart out to this guy, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know he was in the car. Like, he didn't tell me.
You call him dude.
No. For the sake of the story, I will
Mr.
call him
Officer,
dude.
sir.
Yeah. I think maybe I did say sir. I didn't want to say officer because I didn't want to be, like, too cliche. I was just calling him sir or whatever. You know what? I think I did. I'm a bitch, dude. I probably called him officer, sir. But, officer, sir, it wasn't mine, I swear. Which is, here I am, like, dude, it wasn't mine, brother. But no, yeah, I was fucking quivering in my boots, dude. Yeah. So I'm telling him, no, scary, it's not mine. It wasn't me, whatever. And I'm fucking quivering in my voice. It's pouring down rain. We're in a town I've fucking never been to that has a population of 2. And it's him and fucking us now. And, he listens to me tell this whole thing, and then he doesn't say a fucking word. And it, like, that's it. And he goes, oh, okay. And then we're driving, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, Demon, say something else. Like, you can do better than that. Like, say something else. And I just couldn't. We pull up to the station, and Andy parks behind us, because now we're at the station.
He was like, follow me?
Yeah.
What a fucking dumbass, dude.
So he pulls up into, like, the like awning thing of the police station where, like, I can see inside the window, and I can see, like, the clerk desk or whatever and stuff like that. So I'm terrified. Well, he turns off the car, sits there for a second, and I was like, okay, this is it. This is where he's gonna tell me, you know, like, hang out with different people, don't do this again, like, it'll be okay. And he's gonna get out and tell Andy the same exact thing, right? I'm like, this is it. And he's fucking sitting there, and he goes, how do you spell your last name? And I was like, Lunemann. And I could have swore he was going to say something. He goes, all right, get out, go in there, and they'll do the rest or whatever. And I was like, fuck! None of this is going how I want it to go in my head.
Of course.
So we get in there, and this is when Andy is in. I'm sure you thought about it, like, on the drive there. But this is, like, where Andy goes full, like, fucking mama bear mode and, like, protect mode. So the cop isn't in there anymore. It's just me, Andy, and this hugely, hugely overweight cop behind the desk, right?
So he's already mad.
Yeah. He's already fed
angry,
up.
boy.
So we're on the desk right there, and we're just sitting there, and, like, I'm tapping my feet, and Andy's like, dude, I'm so sorry, dude, I'm so sorry, whatever. And the balls on this dude, because I was, like, fucking frozen in stone, like, there. I was like, dude, my life's fucking over. Like, it's fucking it, dude. This is it, dude. So Andy stands up, didn't know he was doing it. He wasn't like, all right, damn it, I'm gonna fucking pull some, like, smooth shit. He just stands up, goes up to the clerk, and was like, hey, I didn't know that, like, if the person in your car had nothing to do with whatever was happening, that he could also get convicted for it. Or, like, if he didn't know it was his, because the cop knew what was going on. So he was like, he didn't know it was his. He didn't know it was in the car. He didn't know it was his. He didn't know it was in the car. He forgot it was his,
It was
guys.
his, but he didn't know.
So Andy goes up there, and he's talking to him, and he's like, I didn't know that he could get in trouble, even if it wasn't his. Didn't know it was in the car. And I'll never forget the fucking guy's response. He goes, well, yeah. He was like, he shouldn't. He's like, I don't know why he got arrested then. And then he was like, well, that, like, he did, like, I picked him up in my car. He didn't know it was in there, and he met me a week ago. And he was like, oh, yeah. Then I don't know why you guys got this ticket. I will never, word for word, that's what he said. So then here I am. Now my, like, hope gets risen again. Because I'm like, oh, shit, okay. He said that. That means good things are about to happen. Nope. The cop comes in. Nothing changes. Me and Andy sit there for, like, fucking a while, man.
Yeah,
we're there
like
for
an
a minute.
hour.
And then the cop takes me and Andy both in there because he's got to write down our stuff for, like, the log or whatever. It's, like, this little small room. It's just the same fat guy and, like, this computer. And, again, I'm thinking, Damien, say, like, this is it. Say something, dude. Like, this is your moment. And I was like, hey, like, earlier back there, whenever Andy was talking to you, like, do we do something? Like, can I do anything about that? Am I, like, screwed? Like, what do I do? Am I just gonna get my mugshot and then that's it? Are we going to jail or whatever? And I say that, and I kid you not, he just says, oh, dude, he was like, you know, my 4-wheeler got stolen from my house the other day? And I was like, whoa. And he was like, I think my wife knew who took it, but yeah, it got taken, dude. I was so pissed.
This is the fat guy? Or
yeah.
The fat?
While I'm fucking talking to him about this stuff, and he's just typing on the computer or whatever.
Just didn't care
Yeah,
at all.
and then I just got up and I walked out. Me and Andy paid the money to get our headshots taken. And dude, the cop comes back in there now. This is the first time seeing him after being in the car with him. And he's like, you know what? we could keep you guys here for 24 hours. He's like, we really could. But you know what? We know you guys are going to a concert. We know you guys are young. And he's like, so we'll do you guys a favor, and we'll just let you go. And they still find us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you better fucking believe it. Still gave us our little sheets of paper, and they let us go. And I remember me and Andy got in the car. We didn't say a word to each other for like 40 minutes. We were just like, and then I remember I texted my girlfriend at the time. I texted everybody just to fucking let them know because
I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah,
shit.
So we're sitting in the car. We're sitting in the car, and Andy was like, dude, do you even wanna still go to the concert? And our dumbasses still fucking went.
And it was pouring rain over there too.
Yeah.
I just imagine you like sitting there not talking to each other, just like slowly turning up the dubstep.
Yeah. Slow, like Superman Stevens is
Nodding my head.
I click it. He just puts it in reverse, and we fucking go.
Were you guys late at all?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It was still pouring down rain in Memphis, and traffic was so damn big because they were like doing construction. And I remember me and Andy didn't know where to park, so we parked like a mile away, dude. We ran through like hotels that like linked to other shit. We were sprinting, dude. Finally got there, and that being said, man, the concert wasn't half bad. For the first 30 minutes of the concert, I was just standing there like this. Like everyone around us, dude, like getting drunk, having a great time, and me and Andy were just.
We got a couple Sprites, getting lit.
Yeah, dude.
We were both underage too. We were.
Yeah.
Both,
yeah.
How old were you? Like.
Damn, dude.
18, right? 18, 19. I was
19,
18
I think.
for sure.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
So no alcohol.
Yeah, and that's still to this day, even with all that shit, it's the best concert I've ever been to.
Really?
Because there was this white guy. So, I mean, it was a Bryson Tiller and They concert, so the demographic was a little skewed, especially for like me being there. And so there was like these pretty attractive girls like in front of us, like in a hurdle, because it was Bryson Tiller, so I'm sure they were there for him or whatever. And this guy comes up to me. Obviously, I've never met him before. This white dude who looks 100% like a frat guy comes up to me, and he notices that I'm standing near this group of girls. So he comes up and he goes, "Hey, bro." He goes, "Are you with any of these girls?" And I was like, "No." And he goes, "Dope." And then he just like fucking goes in the middle of them and is like start talking to them. And I was like, I appreciate the little like, "Are you
the
with
concern?"
them? Yeah,
Yeah.
because he wouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there are guys that are like, "I see a fucking bundle of girls, dude."
Right.
Is that what you call it? A bundle of girls?
A bundle? A flock?
A flock of girls.
I don't
Don't
think
say that.
humans have a proper term.
Do they not? What are the
Or
funny
just a
ones? Isn't there
group.
like the fucking the sheep? What is it called? Something stupid. It's not like sheep or sheephead. Shoop. Shoop.
The shoops?
Dude.
But no,
I know it.
That was the worst, man.
A gaggle. Is that
Yeah,
right?
A
yeah.
gaggle?
Geese,
gaggle?
right?
A gaggle.
A
I don't know
gaggle
if
of geese?
it's something though. A gaggle.
That's it. That's the funny one.
I don't have my phone, but yeah.
Yeah, dude, but that was the worst. But that's how me and Andy met. And dude, still, there's a whole other story with the court stuff. But dude, we're still friends.
Nice.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
seriously, Jesus Christ. And he moved in with my best friend. Like, that's crazy, dude.
All right,
Has no bounds.
Andy. What is your favorite concert that you've been to?
Dude, I think that was my last one.
Was that your only
Yeah,
one?
that was my last. I think so, man. I haven't been to it.
I don't know if
Like big concert.
Big concert.
Yeah.
I would say that one was my last one, but also whether or not the concert was good, I mean, I do say that I liked it. The venue was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
It was like this
What was
old.
do you know what it was called? It was in
You would
Memphis,
know.
right?
Start with a V.
No, I don't know.
I don't know, man, but it was like this super cool like old theater. It had like a massive like chandelier in the thing. The whole room was smoky,
Blue
super
lights.
small.
Oh, dude,
kinda-
that's where I went to see whoever the hell.
Probably was.
Dance Kevin Dance or whatever.
It's
It's
super
a
cool,
cool
man.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got like
and
two
They had
bars.
2 bars, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. I
Super
went
cool.
to that venue. It's,
Oh,
it's just dope.
Before we get off of it, because I do want to talk about the concert thing. Before we get off of it, I'll never forget. After the show, we were standing out, like waiting to go outside because it was still fucking pouring rain, and the guys from They were taking pictures with people. And I remember Andy was like, and I think, dude, it was so weird when they got on stage. You know, they do like a crowd warm up session, like get them fucking pumped or whatever, and The guy from They, whatever his name is, he gets on stage and he's like, how about these fucking, like, cops not letting us smoke weed or something like that? And I was like, what? And after the show, they were taking pictures, and I remember Andy was like, dude, should we tell them what happened? Like, should we tell them what happened? I guess for, like, maybe they'd pay for it, or like they'd do something or whatever. I just thought it was super dope. We didn't, but yeah, I thought it was
We were
funny.
too pussy.
But I don't, maybe that was the last concert? Or I went to Memphis in May, in Memphis fucking again, and it was the worst, dude. This girl.
Wait, you
we
went
know
to
she
Memphis
is.
after that?
I think so.
On purpose?
I know, dude. And that was like we went to Memphis in May. Awesome concert, though. We got to see like AWOL Nation. They played songs no one's fucking heard of, and it was great. Paramore, Ed Sheeran, Hosier was there. Awesome stuff. But yeah, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and Lindsay, and her car got towed the night when we were supposed to leave and go back. Fucking miserable. That was Memphis again. So yeah, dude, I'm not going back. I think that was the last concert I've been to. But dude, that's a festival. It's massive. So many fucking people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll never go up front in one of those festivals ever again. Because if you need to leave, like if something happens, you need to go. If you're up front, yeah, good fucking luck, dude. You're like, you're touching everyone's like sweaty bodies, and you're like, oh, sorry. Yeah, dude, that was terrible.
Okay, I did go to Riverfest and I saw Young Thug. That was the last.
You went to Riverfest?
Yeah, last year. Yeah, and I saw Young Thug. I didn't even.
Just Young Thug? You didn't
Did
see
he have-
anybody else?
Some other people that I've never heard of, but yeah, that's the only known
So
artist.
it was better. They and
Oh,
Bryson
they
Tiller.
for sure. Yeah. I
Oh
don't
wait,
like Young Thug.
Riverfest is in Little Rock.
I
Right?
bet me and
Yeah,
Tyler have
okay.
the same favorite.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking the 1975 in New Orleans.
Oh, it was amazing.
Dude, it was the greatest night. I
But-
was 100% sober too.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
was
it
I.
was,
So
I
was
was, dude, I felt like, oh, dude, it was fucking.
Yeah, dude, it was great.
insane,
We were
bro.
on that concert high.
And we found some like we found some homies like when we were waiting in line and shit.
That's the
so
best,
we were,
man.
yeah, so we were
That's
just
the
talking to them the whole time.
Yeah, I still
Jor-
follow like a couple on Instagram to this
Oh,
day.
dude, I
and, like,
fucking
talk every
might.
now and then.
But I have no idea. I see like people all the time I don't even know. But
Yeah.
like George, their drummer, had what was it?
He broke his shoulder.
Yeah, he broke his shoulder.
Yeah.
So like the drummer for the
Japanese house.
the
yeah.
Japanese house played drums for the 1975,
That's pretty cool.
and it was. I mean, there's a couple times when because I'm a drummer, so that's what I like listen for.
Yeah.
So there's a couple times I noticed when he didn't do something George does.
Yeah,
But other than
and-
that,
yeah.
it was pretty spot on. It was
that's cool.
incredible.
But as far as New Orleans goes, man, it's like I think it's one of my least favorite places that I've ever been.
Yeah,
you know what's
dude,
so
it's
funny?
so
That's
sad.
dude. A lot of people say.
I
that.
know, dude. So
It's
me,
the worst.
me, Kyle, and
we
our friend
were
August went.
we were under 21 though. So we
Yeah,
didn't-
but-
we
Yeah,
didn't
dude,
get
but
to
it might have been
drink or
worse if
anything.
you.
Yeah, probably.
The events might have
Probably.
unfolded way
But-
worse.
But I remember we all three of us went, and we just like our first night there. After we woke up the next morning, we were all sick, like because of the air, I guess.
Fucking smog, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's the smog.
we were like sick as fuck.
We were.
It's so. I think I had a customer recently at a table. I was asking them where they're from, and they said New Orleans, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And they're like, "No, we hate it. Like we hate it there,
Blame
dude."
him, man.
And that, I've never been, but I don't. I've been to Florida. I don't like Florida either.
Didn't we
That's the
also? Oh
worst.
no, Florida's a fucking blast. But
like Florida.
is it New Orleans where we got a boot on the van?
No, that was Kansas City, wasn't it?
I don't think so, dude. No, we didn't drive the van.
Okay, yeah, it
I rode
was.
with,
It was
we
New
rode
Orleans.
with
Yeah, we got a.
Kara's sister, right?
Yeah,
right?
in Kansas City. Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think it was New Orleans that we got the boot.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
we
was.
there
It was like
this,
our last
there was
day.
this huge, the biggest fucking truck I've ever seen, without being a semi, right? Was parked in front of the like sign, so we didn't know that you had to pay, like to park there,
Yeah,
and like we just
dude, that's
parked,
what you were
and they
talking about. This
fucking-
whole time, you were talking about a boot. I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? They put like a
Boot on
boot,
our-
like drink,
Yeah.
like one of the massive ones. I was like, that's fucking cool. But you mean the
No
boot?
Yeah, they put a boot on the wheel, like to
Oh
where you
my
can't drive.
god.
And we had to call and wait for like 30 fucking minutes. This when,
It was like the middle of the night too. It was like.
this
11
wasn't
o'clock.
even. It was the night before the concert, right?
I think so.
I
This is
don't
in
remember.
Kansas City or New Orleans?
New Orleans. So we drove to New Orleans. I think we stayed a night,
Yeah, we stayed.
And then we went to the concert, and then right after the concert, we drove to Florida, and we stayed at the beach for a couple days.
Oh shit! I forgot
Yeah,
about that,
yeah.
dude.
So it
Dude.
was the night before.
But also, one of the cool, like, besides the concert, the only cool thing that happened in New Orleans is we brought our like acoustic instruments to like Bourbon Street, and we fucking played "Sex" by the 1975, and like a bunch of fucking people came up that I
Damn,
guess
dude.
were going to the concert, and like people were just fucking singing
Yeah,
with us,
it
and it
was
was
really fun.
so
It was dope.
fucking dope. Like it
That's pretty
was
cool.
perfect. But other than that, fucking never go.
Yeah. You don't stay
They
away.
also have the nicest guitar center I've ever seen. But
In New Orleans?
Yep.
Yeah, man. I
That was
don't know.
outside of New Orleans.
I don't know what it is, man. It could just be my experience, or it's just like maybe I would only like to see certain bands, certain types of music as a concert, because I don't know if I like the big massive
oh no,
ones.
dude.
Like I
Small
feel like
like the Laney show, that was perfect.
Yeah, like the intimate ones.
Yeah,
yeah.
like the
See, like I
one-on-one
feel like
sessions.
maybe not anymore, because like Manchester Orchestra's most recent album is pretty rockish. So I feel like that one would be pretty big. But like to go see like an Iron and Wine concert or
Yeah.
something like that, that'd be super cool. Where like you have your own table, like leather seats, and they're just up there or whatever. You fucking get a
Yeah.
whiskey or something like that, and they're just fucking jamming out, dude. That'd be incredible.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like any band where you can just fucking sit down. So it's not like a concert. It's more like just a
Like a
band
lounge.
playing.
You're getting elbows in
Yeah.
your face. And
Yeah,
shit.
but it's
Smoky
it's
in
hard
there.
to just sit. Like,
Yeah,
well, at least
I
for
know,
me,
yeah.
like at a concert, you know, it's
Yeah.
hard to sit.
Which is
And
funny
then-
because I whenever we were listening to all these bands at like Memphis in May, I felt weird to like do anything because I'm like, that's weird or whatever. Until, because at the time I was on this huge like Bleachers kick. You know Bleachers?
Yeah.
Seeing Roller
Oh,
Coaster.
yeah.
I was on a fucking want to get better, a huge kick on them. I loved how they sound. I love like the 80s fucking like thing or whatever. And I don't know how, but I didn't know that they would be there. And now that I think of it, it's the best show that I've seen. They had like fucking lasers and everything, and they fucking came out there singing Wild Heart, which is my favorite song by them. And that was the time that in the moment, dude, I didn't give a shit what was happening around
That's
me,
the
dude.
fucking
Yeah,
best.
I was having a blast. But still, I think there's just something about it, which is funny because I adore music, man. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
But I just think that aspect of it just it's not
I
not for
mean,
me.
like what you just described is like what
How the 1975
why
was.
people go.
Oh,
why people go to like concerts, because like we definitely, I know I did for sure. August definitely did too. But we had a moment to where like probably the whole show we were just like I wasn't thinking about
Yeah.
being alive at all,
that's-
and I was
yeah.
just like into it, and I
And-
was just like I didn't give a fuck about what was going on. I was dancing, and I don't
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
dance.
and nobody who's there for them like is like they don't care.
That's
yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying.
and you
Losing
can see
some,
them
you know?
too. Like,
That's why.
yeah.
That's why I think the one I need to see is probably Manchester because they're my favorite band. So I
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
that's the
You-
one I
you
need to
get
see
fucking
before I like.
entranced, bro.
Yeah,
The band that you
You get
like, or
entranced.
the artists that you know all their songs, and you can just
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy,
that's so
man.
fun. No, that's the one. That's the one I do want to see. I also want to see like a stand-up show.
dude, I want to go so bad.
Whenever me and Alex-
In
whenever-
Little Rock.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah. Whenever
Let's
me
go.
and Alex were in Nashville, dude, Crystalia was gonna be there. Yeah, he was there the day after we left. I was so pissed, dude. But we had to get back to work, so I couldn't.
Dude,
Plus, I don't even know if we would have had to.
I mean,
had enough
I
money.
would love to see Crystalia, but I just want to see a show, like a stand-up
Just a
show.
show, dude. I want to see a Bo Burnham one. I want to see a.
Well, I mean, just like go.
That's a
fucking
show,
go
though.
To,
That's
go to Little Rock and just see, like, go to like a comedy club and just see somebody random that you've never heard of, dude.
You know what's funny,
I'm
dude?
sure they'd be
I-
the funniest fucking thing ever.
I kid you not. I have honestly recently, because I've just been on this kick, man, of watching like stand up and watching like Theo Von's podcast or whatever. Who, dude, for the longest time I was always like, dude, Crystalia is the funniest person on the planet, man. I love listening to him. I watch every video I can possibly listen to, and his podcast is incredible.
fucking
But I think me and Violet both agree, because she's obsessed with Crystalia. I think we both agree. We watched, and if you haven't, please fucking watch it. Theo Von's stand-up on Netflix. Dude, he's my favorite. Right now, it's my favorite podcast. He's my
Yes.
favorite comedian.
Yes.
He's so funny,
This past
dude.
weekend.
The charisma that man has and how much he doesn't give a
So
shit
creative.
makes him funny, man.
Is that what it's called? Is that what you said?
This past weekend.
Yeah, and because of watching that and doing that stuff, I honestly, dude, I want to write a set I want to so bad, man. I wanna go to like some place and just be like, I know you don't know who I am. I know you don't know I exist. I would just want to get like 5 minutes, even if it fucking bombs, dude. I just want to get up there and say that I did it, that I did like a stand-up set or whatever.
Yeah, it'd be fucking great. I could never do it. I could not write jokes like that. Like I think in person, I'm a pretty funny person, but I could never.
You're like.
I'm not like stand-up
opportunity.
Funny. What?
Humor,
Oh yeah, for sure,
opportunistic,
definitely.
I think the reason why it would work for me is most of the time whenever I think I'm pretty good at telling stories, and I think that's all. That's all. That's all.
Yeah,
is. Most of the time.
you're
Obviously, there's
really
different
good at
types of
stories.
fucking.
Yeah.
Like Anthony Jeselnik isn't a storytelling comedian,
he's
but
just
like
a
Chris
fucking-
D'Elia is.
There's just one-liners and shit.
And Bo Burnham, it's the puns and it's the music that makes it funny, which is why I think comedy's so incredible, and also why it's so hard, because you could do. Dude, there's so many ways to make people laugh. Different types of things. Like a pun can make someone laugh, and then a 3-minute song that you wrote originally to make people laugh can also make people laugh, and that's fucking crazy, dude.
I can't remember his name, and I regret it. But there's this dude. He's got a special on Netflix. That's all I've seen of his.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fucking great. It's called 3 Mics, and so one mic. There's like 3 mics on stage, and one of the mics is for one-liners, and one of the mics is for like stand-up, like stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other mic is for like more personal kind of. Like, I guess he has, like, depression and anxiety, and he talks about that, but he makes it kind of funny a little bit, but it's still serious, and, like, it's just fucking incredible, like, because he moves, and it's
super
just,
cool.
It's super creative.
It's such an awesome way to pass the time, dude, just watching stand-up.
Dude, have you guys seen, it's a series on Netflix, or no, it's on Amazon Prime, I think, Marvelous Miss Maisel. So it's like,
Everybody
I have Amazon Prime.
It's
you're
great.
You're probably
man.
the fifth or sixth
person to tell you.
Yeah,
it's really
for
good.
Sure.
So the basis is like, I think it's set in the 60s. I want to say.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
it won like an Emmy or something like that.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. So this girl or this woman's married to this guy. He works like in business or something. I don't know. He has a really good job, and he wants to pursue stand up apparently. And he's like not very good. Like he doesn't write his own material or whatever. And then he gets up there and tries to perform one night, and he does terrible. Like, he bombs, and then he like, has, like, a meltdown, kind of, and he, like, tells, and his wife's, like, there, like, she supports him all the time. She, like, writes down notes while he's doing his act and stuff to try to help him. And, he tells her, like, they get in a fight afterwards, and he tells her that he's been having an affair or whatever. And so she kind of, like, freaks out a little bit, and then she runs into the same nightclub because she gets drunk that night, and she just does like this set like all improv,
she's
basically
incredible.
just telling and she's incredible, and then she just pursues it. And I guess back in the 60s it's like really hard, not only for just stand-up comedians but like for women especially,
for being a female comedian. Yeah.
And it's really good, man. It's a really good show.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great
Man.
show.
I have it too,
Yeah.
so I need to.
Oh fuck!
It's 2 seasons.
I don't have Amazon Prime.
It's got 2
but
seasons out right now.
I have everything else. But
It's so hard to start watching stuff though.
yeah,
It is.
It's so.
I can't watch anything until I finish.
Dude, it's like a lot of the times whenever someone is like asking you, I think they pretty much go one and the same. I think watching stuff is harder, but anytime someone's like, "Oh, hey, dude, listen to this" or whatever, why is it so hard to listen to that song? I don't know if it is for you guys, but it is for me.
Especially when it's one song. Sometimes like
if someone's like, "Hey, check that out,"
like,
I will.
Yeah,
if
and then
like
you just
never
do.
fucking
you guys
listen
or
to
Jay send me something, like I'll listen to it
Like, dude, it's
immediately
2
if I'm at
minutes.
work.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
But otherwise,
I don't know. It's just easier
hard.
whenever it's something like catches your attention by yourself than like feeling like it's kind of forced upon you.
And then you want to be the one who's like,
then
"Hey,
you
dude,
have to
check
be
that
like,
out."
Exactly.
You
And
have to
they
be like,
don't.
"Oh, Damien, show me this song," you know. And it's like it's
You
not
just
as
gotta go through it.
It's not as
Huge.
There's almost like a standard set. Like you're like, okay, well, I kind of have to like this.
Yeah. But honestly,
showed it to
dude,
me.
I wanted to talk about this because I think if there's one thing that we all talk about or like is music, and like with talking about that, without I don't want to sound like I'm like so like, well, how do you guys feel about music? Because that's like that's way too broad. But like music right now that you guys listen to, I don't know if it's the same way for you guys, but it is for me on a much like more like intimate level. One, I don't feel as if whatever's being put out that I enjoy is as good anymore.
Oh God, no.
No.
It's or as good anymore, or I'm finding it's harder for me to find shit that I like because I'm like making myself more picky. And it's like it's not ruining it, because dude, I fucking still find music I listen to, but like same thing with movies. I think the same thing happened where I was like, I got so picky, I got so in the mind of like critiquing that it's so I can't even like enjoy a fucking movie because I'm like, that was shitty and that was shitty or that. Like now I'm like, I don't like that song, but the chorus is catchy. Yeah. It's like, Damon, do you like that song then? Like on the small level, you like the song. Like I downloaded. I don't know if you heard it.
Myself for
sure. The song I was singing this was "Murder on My Mind," a rap song that I have no reason to like. By I don't know his fucking name. You guys might have seen memes because I know you guys send me memes. It's like the one where maybe you haven't seen it. The tagline is like when you accidentally shoot your friend in like a video game, and the rapper's like, "I didn't see him coming." But I shot him anyway. You know what I'm talking about.
I think so.
That's it.
I think so.
YNM Millie or something.
Murder on my mind.
The one that just
and he's
got
like,
fucking...
I didn't see
Yeah,
him.
I saw one where the...
You saw the meme then?
I think so, but I saw a video of two dudes like sitting in a car, and one dude's playing that song, and his friend's like recording himself, and like the murder on my mind part comes on, and he's like, "You got something to tell me?" Like he thinks like he's got murder on his mind.
But like I in my head I'm like, I don't like the beginning of that song. I don't like how he's rapping. But once the chorus gets there, I'm like, oh, but this is dope. And to me that seems kind of like shitty because I'm like, yeah, dude, but you like the whole song. You can't just listen to the fucking chorus. You can't just skip ahead. Yeah. I know that's a little off topic than what I brought up.
You know, what's,
I just
real
wanted
quick on that though. You know what's bad is that like I've seen that. Like I knew his name. I fucking see his face all the time. I've seen.
What are we talking about? The song I just referenced, the YM.
But I've never heard the song.
Yeah.
But I know him. Like I know about how he got arrested, and
that's what got me, dude. I heard the chorus in that meme or whichever meme any of us saw, and I was like, "That's pretty catchy, dude." I was like, "I'm gonna check that out," and now it's fucking on my phone.
Just seeing picture memes.
What I think it is like I think people are. Since there's such a rise in people just making music in their bedroom, like they can do it themselves now. It's huge. So it's more of like quantity over quality. Like they want to get stuff out, they want to be relevant. Yeah. It's just like YouTube videos, like you know what I mean. People just putting out.
I think you probably couldn't have hit the nail harder on the head because I realized that maybe the last 50 songs that I've downloaded, I'm just gonna take a guess. All of them sound exactly the fucking same. Yeah. None of them. If I played any of them, you'd be like, is this the same guy? Is this the same band? Because I think a perfect example is, again, it's a fucking another rapper, and that's not all I listen to, but like the Amine guy, is that his name?
Amine.
Okay, and you even were like, dude, if I see this fucking guy one more time, I think he is a perfect example of what's happening now. The sound of music, the way people dress, and the music videos. Everybody wants to do this like, we're so quirky and weird and like, look, I'm like acting as 4 different people in my own music. For like, isn't that weird? Isn't it quirky? Look at these lyrics, and it's like,
I've got white face on. Isn't that fucking hilarious?
But it's like, it all sounds exactly the same, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's nothing in there where I'm like, whoa,
I did fun
this is fucking different.
But dude, the average person, honestly, the average person who's not into art, they don't care.
Won't give a shit.
And that's what sucks because. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge form of art, and it should be taken like.
It's like it's being like abused, man. Because it's like all I have to do is reuse the same lyrics, but I'll just change the beat. Yeah. I'm not saying that's exactly what they're doing, but I could name you 7 Little Pump songs that are the same thing, same cadence, same flow, same rhyme scheme, all of it. Again, I'm referencing rap, but
the Lils are the worst, man.
That is what's fucking doing it, dude. Because even though I don't like country music, I really don't. I feel bad for country music right now because I think the same thing is happening.
They're fucking it up, dude.
I watched this video of this guy who only talks about country music, and he was talking about how all country music now, it sounds exact because they're all using snap tracks where it's like, put your hair down, girl, and do it like that, and that's every song that's coming. It's
I could be a country singer, no problem.
It's all tailgating music, where it's like a guy talking about a blonde-haired girl and how he's gonna beat up some guys that are flirting with her. Or the other end, it's a country singer vaguely describing a girl so every other girl can put herself in their shoes and about how beautiful she is.
Dude,
to a fucking clap track or a snap track. Yep. Every fucking song.
I work at
and some beer. Yeah, you gotta have fucking Pabst Blue Ribbon in there.
I work at Texas Roadhouse, so all
I can't imagine.
Long, it's like the same song, and like it just sounds like one.
Dude,
I wish I could think of the song I heard there last night because I went in Hot Springs with my family, and I was gonna like sing it sing a part for you and be like, how many times
I
have you heard
probably
this
know
fucking
it.
song?
Which, do you know
It's
what it is?
by Sam Hunt.
Okay, give me like a lyric because I can.
I'm trying to think. Fuck, I can't. No.
I've probably
But
heard
dude,
it
I
too
know
many
you've
times.
heard it. It's like at Rocky's, like hearing
Like 80s rock, like
yeah, dude,
Ah,
like
God,
fucking
word.
Brian Adams,
But not even the
also.
good.
Like Brian Adams, bro. Fucking
Bro,
Brian Adams.
Elton John.
God, I hate Brian Adams.
Elton John.
Garbage,
Brian
dude.
Adams might be my least
Trash.
fucking favorite person in the world. But anyways,
But yeah, I think it sucks, dude, because I'm seeing it like in every genre of music that I listen to, and I listen
Yeah.
to most of them. I don't even listen to country music, but whenever I do hear it, I'm like, dude, I
Imagine-
bet you those people that love country music, dude, that like live and breathe, fucking despise it right now.
yeah, dude, like it's not my favorite genre, and I
Right.
live and breathe it, right? But I love country music. Like that's how I was raised, and I still listen to that shit. Like I've been on a kick lately, even. But dude, there's nothing that pisses me off more than like stadium country music.
That's what it is.
Dude, like
yeah,
Keith
stadium
Urban
country
is
music.
gotta be the worst too.
I think.
Zach Brown Band is just like fucking straight up pop right now, and it's insane.
Well, I think
I don't
probably
give a fuck,
without
Chicken
getting into like
Fried
the
is a banger.
history, dude. Taylor Swift definitely did that.
Oh yeah, but
She
she
did
I
that
think she
to
did it
country
more
music.
appropriately though. Oh, I see what you're saying.
She
Oh,
was
okay.
like, I'm gonna make more money if I make fucking pop music.
And
then she did it, but
Yeah.
with the country twang.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
other country artists are like, well, shit, we can fucking do that. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
now that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
you're at.
And
Right.
no, I'm correct myself. Florida Georgia Line is definitely
Yeah,
the worst.
there you
They've
go.
gotta
Bro.
be the worst, dude.
They're
They
What's
just
that
had a
new
song,
one, man?
They a rapper was featured right in one of their songs.
what's the? Oh, dude. Okay, so
Look it up, bro.
I think this Florida Georgia Line song that comes on, it's like smooth like a something on some water or
Smooth
something.
like a baby's butt.
Something like that. I don't
thought you
know.
were going somewhere with that.
Yes,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that it, bro?
Yeah.
I hear that song
No, they have
40 times a day.
no that
Takes
one
me
is
out.
way more country than their other songs.
Okay,
That one is way more country, and that's bad, dude.
dude.
Good.
Honestly, though, a country artist who's like kind of pop that I think is really good is Casey Musgraves. I don't know if you guys,
Dude, Follow Your Arrows, a
Bro.
fucking banger, bro.
she's amazing. She got the best album of the year.
Here's what she
And,
is,
I mean, there's
Miranda
reason why.
Lambert done correctly.
Nelly?
She's a
Yeah.
really
Was
good
it-
song.
No, there's another one more recent. Go to like their
God,
discography.
I don't like that. There's different songs
You've
you
heard
can
the
choose
Nelly.
from.
You've heard the Nelly
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
Uh,
But I think there is an upside to it, and I think that it's so like vast or whatever. And also, I find myself super hypocritical when it comes to it because normally things I would hate in a song or like things I dislike, a song will come around and I'm like, why do I like that, dude? Because like I like, which is good because I don't want to ever not like something. But it does suck that like I put my fucking phone on shuffle and I'm going through songs. I'm like, damn, dude, all of these sound exactly the same. Like
Yeah,
you
man.
you better have a mood and you better stay in it for 3 weeks straight for that amount of songs. that I
See,
have
and
for
music
it.
like that's the music that you'll listen to now, but
You won't.
but the good music like you'll listen to forever.
You won't keep.
Because think about like songs from 2000 that you still listen to, you know,
Yeah.
those, like the good songs.
But why is that?
But do you still listen to like Hurricane Chris, like
No.
hand clap?
No, dude. I wouldn't.
Mahomba doesn't work.
Yeah, dude.
I gotta look this up. It's
Yeah, I
gonna-
can't find it.
It's gonna kill me.
It doesn't
Are you looking
exist.
for that song still?
Yeah,
I think it is Nelly, dude.
Is Nelly making country now?
No.
Dude, he's from Arkansas, isn't he?
No,
Neo.
Neo is.
Oh,
Neo.
Neo's
He's
from
from
Camden.
Camden.
Well, what's
bro. He'll never rep that though. I guarantee
Yeah,
he's
I know.
never once said he's from Arkansas.
what's that fucking oh my god.
Oh,
I just
it's
heard it. It
MTV.
came out like a week ago. The mixed country singer. What's his name? He's got a weird looking face. And Khalid just did a song.
I have no
And
clue.
dude, it threw me off, dude, because it's a country singer with like Khalid who does like very, you know who he is, but
Yeah.
it sounds super weird, man, listening to it.
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo. Jason
Oh, God,
Derulo.
Jason Derulo in Florida Georgia Line. Also,
shit, why is
Maroon
that a
5
thing?
was just featured on some fucking thing that
Did you guys watch that Super
pissed me
Bowl
off.
performance?
Oh my god!
I don't want to be the guy with the other millions of people that also think it's shitty. But dude, it was bad.
The game was
Yeah,
shitty. The
it's really
commercials weren't great.
It's
And
the worst,
the halftime show was
worst
shitty.
Super Bowl I've ever seen.
For sure, definitely.
Well, you saw the Avengers Endgame spot though. That was dope.
Yeah,
You've
that
seen
was dope.
Right? Yeah,
What
that was
else?
dope.
And
Yeah.
the one with the commercial with Jason Bateman. That's about it.
Yeah,
I just feel
that
like why would Maroon 5 even do that? Like, why do they need to?
Here's
you know
the
what
thing.
I mean?
This is what I
You mean
said.
what did Adam Levine do?
Alex
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hondo were at the house. We were watching it together. This is the same thing I said to them that I don't think the NFL fucking realizes. Dude, who's watching the football game? Who? Don't get me wrong. Lots of
Probably
Americans.
men.
Not me.
It's men, dude. Why would you have Maroon 5? And why would he take off his shirt?
Right.
And be like, yeah, a bunch of grown middle-aged men watching the football game. Check out my
They're
abs.
probably like, what the hell?
Who, dude?
What?
In that
the
one,
hell is this
then that
thing?
rapper comes out and does his one-hit wonder that I only remember because I played Tiger Woods PGA Tour in 2006, and it was the fucking theme song on it. What was it? I like the way.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, like what?
Which
the
is
fuck?
why
Why did-
all the artists that I always hear that drop out, I'm always like, why? Like, what happened? I imagine it's because of this, dude. They don't want to fucking do it. They don't want to.
They want one hit.
It's it's a thankless job,
it.
just like hosting the Oscars.
Oxers?
That's why
The
no one wants to do it.
Oxfords?
Honestly,
do it?
honestly, they need Stadium Country at the halftime.
Yeah, dude.
More so than fucking Maroon 5, bro.
Oh, so bad.
Men would rather
He was
see
like
Florida
off
Georgia Line
key
than shit.
too. Like at the
Yeah,
beginning,
it was all
and
kinds of
he
bad.
only sang. Well, they're only fucking good songs, the ones that people like remember or whatever.
Yeah, dude. I was surprised they played.
People fall so hard, man.
What's it called? Tap on my window, knock.
And a
She will be loved.
I
or
know.
something.
You're supposed to.
I
It's
know.
halftime. You're supposed to get the crowd pumped for the rest of the game. For the closing, it's like fucking game time. That's when you need like Eminem to sing like "Till I Collapse." Like that's when you're like, oh fuck, we got football. But
Everyone's
dude,
calling
she
their
will be
exes
loved.
now
She
after-
will be loved, dude. That's like Drake singing Marvin's Room during a halftime show. You'd be like, I'm not gonna finish this game.
What are you doing?
Gotta make
so
a few phone
weird.
calls.
Your ex.
I'll be back.
So weird.
Maybe I'm at
Damn,
the game,
yeah.
but
I haven't seen a really good halftime performance. Fucking
Dude,
Black
Katy
Eyed
Perry's was
Peas.
incredible, and so was Lady Gaga.
Bruno Mars.
Lady
Oh,
Gaga's
Lady
was
Gaga's was really good. Actually.
awesome, dude.
Bruno Mars was good like
I just
3
didn't
years
like
ago.
when like Beyonce came out and was like
Yeah.
doing it. I don't know. It felt weird. I don't know, but I did like it. He put on a good show.
Yeah, I like.
But his songs, you can't do
I
his
love
songs
Lady
and it
Gaga.
not be like a
Yeah.
fucking huge thing. They're all, but like it's Maroon 5 singing "She Will Be Loved." I can't get over it. At the halftime show for the biggest sporting event
Right,
in the
yeah.
world. Excuse me.
Not in the world.
Okay, in the United States.
'Cause-
Actually, is it even then? You know that NASCAR is the most watched sport in the United States? I don't
What?
think people know that, but it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think
It's
most
the
people would say
dumbest sport.
baseball
Gotta
or
be.
like
yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
it's NASCAR. Have you seen how
Somebody,
big the racetracks are? And
Yeah,
the
they're
stadium wraps
fucking
around the
huge.
whole thing, sold out. It's insane, dude.
I'm just thinking of this because somebody asked me the other day, but like, and this comes up in conversation, like, what's your least favorite sport to watch? And I feel like I always say golf because
Yeah.
fuck golf, but I forget that NASCAR is a sport, right?
You know why?
So, like,
you know
what
why
the
I would
fuck?
disagree with you?
Oh, I don't think it's. Wait, disagree with me? What? What do you?
You're saying that you think NASCAR's the most boring sport to
Oh
watch.
yeah, for sure.
The reason I would disagree with you.
Fucking turn right, bro.
The reason I would disagree is because in my time, in my very, very southern country family, the ones who live here, not all of them are southern, but everybody watches NASCAR. So I always had to watch NASCAR. And as morbid as it is, the wrecks are incredible to watch when they're going to happen. And it's like you don't know when it's going to happen, so you're always like, and then two
You're
cars
waiting
get
for
close, and you're like, and to think that there's human beings in those cars with like families and shit like that, and you're
Yeah,
like,
no.
dude, huh? You're driving 200 miles per hour in a car that is 200 degrees Fahrenheit in a fire retardant suit? Dude. I'm not saying that that's exciting for you to watch,
No,
but like
no, no.
baseball to me
Yeah, I'm
is...
talking about just to watch.
If anyone ever tells me, it's a sport you gotta play, then why televise it, dude? I'm watching the TV for it. I don't want to fucking do that. Don't tell me I need to play it.
Yeah,
to
I'd say baseball is my least favorite.
Yeah,
to watch.
I don't like it. I don't like to
Yeah,
watch
man.
it either, but I would definitely prefer to watch that than golf for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like people are like active as fuck. It's still in baseball. Like people
It's funny
say,
you
oh,
say
there's
that.
not that much conditioning in
I
baseball,
think-
but yes, there.
I
fucking
think people
is.
forget about golf whenever they're using that argument because so we watched it. I don't think you were here the last time. I think it was just Alex and me, you and Alex. We were watching like the greatest sports plays of all times.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter which sport it was. If it was if they were showing clips from baseball, football, even fucking hockey or soccer, every clip you're like, damn, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, 'cause
but then they show a clip of
baseball
Tiger
highlights.
Woods putting, and the whole crowd around Tiger Woods is like, oh! And you're watching, and you're like, dude, they just showed like Michael Jordan dunk from half court, and then Tiger Woods putting, and like they're using it with the same like techno fucking music and shit like that. And you're like, every time I showed that video to someone goes during the Tiger Woods part, goes, why is this even in here? And I feel so bad, but dude, it's boring.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's a gentleman's sport.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
It's like
dude.
a lounge.
It's like if you watch
like,
tennis or fencing.
Like baseball.
Retired people.
I feel like baseball has got to be way easier to play than golf.
Because, dude, golf claps, the sounds of those golf claps, dude, that's
I've
sensual,
never played
bro.
golf. Never played.
Neither
It's
have I.
fucking hard, dude.
I bet.
Do you guys
I've
like,
never like
do you guys
played
like
a
mini
set,
golf?
like a game.
Yeah,
Because I feel like I'm the. Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
I love
Dude,
mini golf.
most people that I meet don't like mini golf. They're like, it's pointless, it's stupid. But, dude, that's
When we
better.
went to that fucking
Pirates
we-
Cove over
we
there,
got to
dude.
choose 3 things or whatever. We played mini
Laser
golf and
tag
go-karts
and-
and laser tag.
And water boats.
And we played the.
thing.
It's like a mini
Yeah,
Dave
that's
and Buster's, and then you get to choose 3. And it's
Fun
like,
trackers right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to. No,
Yeah.
4 of them.
I wouldn't say
Is it,
David
Fun
Buster's.
But dude, we did bump, but they have like the same system as.
okay.
But like we did bumper boats, go karts, mini golf, and laser tag, and it was a goddamn.
I'm
blast.
glad you brought up. I might just be the most cynical person ever. But we went to Dave and Buster's for Alex's birthday. I went because he wanted to go
I
there
was
so
there,
bad.
yeah,
You remember
yeah.
that? I don't like Dave and Buster's.
Really?
Yeah, you're cynical for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
and everybody.
It's you.
Yeah, and it's so weird because in every podcast I always talk about shit I like to do when I was a kid and how much I still like to do it, especially like when I talk about Spider-Man and movies or video games or even my last podcast. But like, dude, I guess I'm weird. Like, going to arcades is not one of them. I like those arcade games,
blast, dude.
but like being there, dude, I was just like,
No, we
yeah, I gotta pay a shit ton of money to play one fucking race in a game that is made to make me lose.
Have you?
Huh?
Have you been?
You gotta
drunken,
go half
Dan?
off Wednesdays.
Yeah, half
Yeah,
off
it's
Wednesdays.
half off
You have to-
Wednesdays and go drunk.
You guys might go too much.
We were just there.
we were
last
there like
week.
the other day.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
it's-
been to that maybe not, the brand new movie theater that opened up right next to it?
The
The
one where
dinner?
they serve like pizza and
The
shit?
tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tavern?
I've gone twice.
No, I haven't been.
Have
Have
you
you been?
been?
We
Super
should go.
expensive.
It's
should go on a
super
date.
expensive,
We should
but
go on a date.
I really liked it, man. And my biggest worry, what I thought the whole time was, the biggest worry was like, I don't want to hear people fucking eat while I'm watching the damn movie. My least favorite thing is when I'm watching a fucking movie and I hear.
Here's
That's
some
why.
smacking.
Yeah, everybody hides it.
Yeah,
During
but
they're like, you're about to
food
open
isn't
it.
in a fucking package, so.
Yeah, everybody does this, dude. You have a package of M&Ms and you're about to open it, but it's a quiet scene in the movie and you go, I'll wait. I'll fucking wait. And then
Yeah.
the moment a gun starts firing, you're like, fucking, bah!
I'm
Those boys
already
are-
super self-conscious when I'm like chewing something
Yeah.
crunchy. I'm like
Yeah.
trying to do it slow.
don't
But
give
they
a fuck.
have you order right away, right at the beginning, and you press this little button to call the waiters, and they fucking a Naruto run under the screen in there. It's pretty awesome. I had like 2 Blue Moons, a pizza. I think we watched
Was it expensive
Annihilation.
as shit?
What I said to Violet, I was like, it's not. If you wanted to go see a movie and have dinner, it's the same price. But if you were just going to see a movie, don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't go there. But if you were like, oh, let's have a date. Let's go to Olive Garden. Let's go see a movie. It's the same fucking price if you did it there, but you get it
Two
in
birds,
one
one
location.
stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also.
So it's a good like $25 a person, around about.
It's like $25 a ticket.
Yeah. And again,
I was
you
about to
don't,
say, fuck.
you don't have to eat,
Yeah.
but then don't go there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. But I
Because-
do want to do like I want to eat and drink.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's
I
a
wanna-
good- it's
I
a good
wanna
experience.
I want to have the whole.
Pick a
experience.
fucking movie that you don't give a shit about. Go there and just get hammered, dude. As many beers as you can. And it's
Fucking
nice. They got the leather
bring the
reclining
Fireball in
seats
the
and everything
car.
like that.
on the way.
So, what did you just say?
I said bring the Fireball in the car on the way.
Take a couple
Free
shots.
game. Get slammy.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited for the wedding because we're gonna get fucked up, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a party to the break of dawn. Yeah.
Did you guys get an invite?
Yo.
Yeah, I did. Tyler didn't do it yet. Andy already.
Yeah, I'm on top of it.
Wait, what is it? Where? I mean,
You
I
haven't
know
done it?
I know what it is, but what? No, I haven't gotten.
Did you send him?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you
And
send it?
Wow.
Maybe to the wrong thing. Tyler Glass, your Instagram.
Mm.
Oh no.
Did you
it's
really?
Love and
No.
Godspeed is what he uses.
Yeah,
Just
I
Love
don't
and
even
Godspeed
know.
now.
Okay.
I don't even use the other kind. Yeah, send it to
Yeah,
me like right
okay.
after this.
Cool beans. Yeah. It's just for you. Like.
Did you get mine?
information. Yeah, I think it's on there.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if I did it right.
You probably did. Most people didn't because, dude, I can't tell you how many relatives or like people that I know that have family members or kids that they're bringing that they didn't put on there. So I'm always like, yeah, just I'll send you the link and you put your information in there. That way I know where to send the invites. It's much easier to do it this way rather than me texting each of you individually and go, what's your address and like how do you spell your name? You know what I'm saying? So like you guys do that part, then we send you the invites. But like so many family members and shit like that aren't putting their kids, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna make the fucking number wrong. So then I get in there and I change it. But yeah, yours is good. Andy's is good. Tyler's, I'm assuming, will be good.
Because I'm not bringing anybody. Probably.
No, I think we're like it. But you can, by the way. Everyone has a +1. So cool. if you do, you fucking can.
I can.
Won't be
Tyler.
like, dude. My goal, because most of the weddings I've been to, I had to be safe because we just went to Andrew's, which I liked, by the way. I liked Andrew's wedding. Yeah, it was nice and cute, nice and calm or whatever. But like, when I went to Bryce's wedding, dude. Bryce, if you're listening to this, dude, I apologize. You're not.
Get roasted.
Yeah, we're not that close. But dude, it was beautiful ceremony. The ceremony was great. But after that, dude, people are driving long distances. They're family members. They're there to see you. They're there to celebrate. The ceremony is only 15 minutes. So after that, if it's not fun or it's like thing, dude, what's the point? Mm-hmm. Like I have Violet has family members coming from California,
no alcohol,
dude.
Right?
Every wedding I've been to so far has been dry. So like afterwards it's like there's no, not that you need alcohol to have an incentive to stay, but like there's no like celebration to it. There's no party. Yeah. So after that, if everyone's eating chicken and drinking water, 30 minutes in, you're like, okay, kids, like let's go, like let's get the family together. But like, dude, I can't have Violet's family fly from California to here, stay for 15 minutes, and then us go. Yeah. That's it. That's the thing. So yeah, dude, we're gonna
fucking party.
Yeah, chicken and water, bro.
Dude, we're gonna have we're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna fucking have music. We're gonna have alcohol. We're gonna have a bar. We're gonna have food. Dude, yeah, it's gonna be incredible. Fun. Yeah,
You're gonna have a bar.
Yeah. We'll have a bartender and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. Where's the location?
In Piercy, Arkansas. Dude, it's in the middle of nowhere, and I was so afraid because we had already picked the venue. We were pretty set on one. It was like this old, kind of medieval style looking church thing. Incredible, like out in the middle of a field. Looked awesome, and I was so set. And obviously, I'm not paying for the wedding, so I can't really decide. But I was set on it. So was Violet. And then Violet's mom was like, "Well, there's this other place that we should check out before." And when we were driving out there, it's out in Piercy. So you pass Lake Hamilton School, and there's a bunch of like trailers and like nothing, it's a scary place out there. They got like a little post office, and then we turn and we get to this thing, and dude, it's beautiful. I'm so fucking excited. It's gorgeous, and the area where we're gonna like be celebrating partying is like this ginormous barn, and on the inside it has like ceramic floors, and dude, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool.
Bro. Can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. You should have it in Forest City.
Whoa, dude. Yeah, dude, we'd bump that population up. We'd raise it, dude.
We'd make a dent for sure.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't fucking do that ever. Dude.
Yeah, I'm excited. What are you feeding us?
Honestly, believe it or not, well, maybe it's easy
chicken
to believe.
Water.
But what was that
together.
Funny?
That was funny. I like the
That's
idea
one of the
of like
funniest thing you've said.
like a super health conscious couple getting married, and they're just like
chicken and water, boy.
Chicken, waffle, and broccoli.
Yeah.
I was gonna say broccoli. Oh my god.
Chicken, water, and broccoli.
Anything anybody says is usually funny because of your thought process.
How you make it.
So basically, when you're laughing at people, you're just being selfish as fuck. Like you're like, I'm so funny.
But I think only when you have a group of friends that also is funny naturally and wants to be funny, that happens. Yeah. It's like, oh, dude, how can I make this joke funny?
Yeah.
Who's gonna say it first?
Waiting for your moment.
Yeah. But honestly, it was one of the hardest things is figuring out which food we're gonna get that people also want to eat, like that everybody likes. So we haven't went to the taste tasting. Yeah, dude, I don't know why I didn't know how to say that. The testing of the food. I think we're gonna have a bunch of shit, dude. We're gonna have like stuff for vegetarians, stuff for vegans. We're gonna have gluten-free shit. We're gonna have barbecue. Yeah, we're gonna have barbecue. We're gonna have steak, chicken, We'll have mashed potatoes, gravy, corn,
Buffet.
beans. Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Greens,
We'll have
beans.
potatoes, tomatoes. Dude, what a meme! That meme blew up, man.
Yeah, dude, it was good. It was a
That
good
blew
one.
up.
I liked it.
Yeah. Where are we at here?
Fucking 2 hours.
We're at an hour and 4 minutes.
6 days in.
Yeah, which is
Day
pretty
3.
good. Which is pretty good. But we can close out here pretty soon. But before we go, I don't know why I wanted to do that, but you just brought up memes and the greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, hams, lambs. I was just thinking about some of my favorite memes, and I wanted to know what yours was. If you have you always see memes. And you always want to send them to people, but is there one that you keep in your phone that you're like, I'll never not think that this is funny? It's so fucking incredible.
One that always makes me happy is did the beat go off? And it has that girl dancing with the SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
Song. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Dude, I don't know. I see so many come and go that I don't really keep up.
Dude, it's our
do you
culture
follow-
right now.
Yeah,
It
dude.
feeds you.
I
You
can't.
follow,
Yeah, I can't. Because mine will mostly be like vines. They're not like memes. But
Yeah.
they're
Dude, I'm on a
memes.
TikTok fucking kick right
Dude,
now.
I
Like some
can't-
TikTok
I can't do
cringe.
it. Yeah.
You're like, oh my
okay,
god,
yeah.
did I watch countless?
I mean, like I watch Curtis Connor, right?
yeah,
But-
dude. But as far as like memes, also I'll never forget. Andy sent me this one that he might have sent to both of you, but it was these two girls laying in bed, and they were wearing basically nothing, and
They were drunk.
they were hammered drunk.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
No.
and they're just laying on top of each other, and I was like, why did fucking Andy send me this, dude? And then the girl on top just projectile vomits onto the girl's
Yeah.
chest,
You
and
fucking showed me
I was
this,
like,
dude.
who? Oh.
And the girl on the bottom didn't even
She
know.
was flinched, dude. It's like going in her bra too.
Yeah.
But what was so funny, why I will remember that meme, it's by far not even close to being my favorite because it's disgusting. But when I was watching it, Violet saw that I was watching it, but she just saw two half-naked chicks on there. So she was like, oh, like, what's that? And then I was like, oh, you want to see it? And I was like, yeah, I'll show you. And we were just watching it, and then she just goes all over the girl's chest. And she was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, Andy sent it to me.
So
Great
I,
guy.
I have two things real quick. But do you like somebody has told you something like a story, and then they retell like other people, but you're around to hear the story a second time,
Yeah.
and they tell it differently than when they told you, and it's not as funny? That
Yeah.
just happened.
Well, because you hear it again.
No, well, no, but you didn't do the whole like you didn't say how like Violet, like you were like no, you don't want to see it, and then she was like insisted on seeing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It just would have made it
Left
funny.
out the
Fuck, dude.
But-
All right, hey, let's go
Redo,
back.
redo.
But my favorite
that's
meme right now is this one. I'm obviously not gonna tell you what the colors said, but it said it was like a color box, and they had the crayons like laid out, and it was like Texas racist crayons,
Mhm.
or it was a racist. It's offensive crayons.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just give you like a couple for example. Like the white one just said. I don't remember.
Wow, dude.
Great,
Nice.
man.
Built me up.
The black
You said
one,
this
the
was
black
your
one
favorite?
said
You were- that's the only one you
lives-
remember.
Lives matter. Yeah, but like they're funny. Like
Dude, you
Well,
guys
see,
need to
there's, like-
follow
and the pink
Drill.
one said something
I do.
about.
You do?
I do. You better believe it, dude.
Great.
I follow
Drill
fucking
is so good, dude.
Sad White Lady, Hood Clips. You have to follow Hood Clips.
follow
Drilled,
Hood Clips.
Lily Highland, I think.
My cringe. Do you follow that?
Yeah.
That shit's funny too.
Yeah. See, but there's like the staple ones, man, that like you can't forget. The ones that like everyone says, like obviously like the why are you running? Like that one,
Yeah.
it'll never go
Classics.
away.
Fucking
The
classics,
greens,
man.
beans, potatoes. I mean, yeah, that's seasonal, but that'll never fucking go away.
The one where they
which
like
one do I like, man?
the one where they like pour water on that girl and she's like,
Hello.
Okay,
Or-
because you brought that up, because it's in the same like compilation. I think my favorite, the one that I will always laugh at, the one that I find so funny, is the one with the girl when she has the doll, the little girl, and she goes, "Give me your fucking money." She throws the doll, and then it does the Law and Order thing where it's like, doo doo. I don't know why. Every time I see it, I laugh.
I like
You like the Miss Keisha one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
Oh my God, yeah, she fucking
you already
dead.
knew what I was about to fucking do.
Because I know you like that one. I think that one is your. I
It's
declare
gotta be
it.
mine. It's my favorite Vine for sure.
It's your favorite.
I think so.
Well, the jewel is dead, and now so is the conversation.
Mm.
man, he's
Nice.
keeping us alive.
Joe
shit.
Patad over here.
Joe Pod Rod, bro. You're right.
You guys should start a band.
Joe Pod Rod. This is my song. Menthol mango juice.
Just 40 Nick. Good.
Nick over 9,000. Should we add it
Why
to
is
the,
it so easy
should
to
we add
create
it to
band
the,
names and...
should we add it to the album?
Where's my...
It's right here.
Hey, man.
He has a
Oh, yeah,
fake
Tyler.
band.
Dude, I wanted to talk to you about this so hardcore. If you ever need... I did, which you don't, but if you ever need... song titles,
names.
dude, I have
We
so
have.
many.
He has
Dude,
like a
hit me
whole
with 'em,
album,
bro.
like
You came up with
Let's
these yourself?
see.
not always. Mostly him.
Yeah, a
but
lot of it's just like
He'll
conversation.
hear something. Yeah.
Some of them I don't have on here, which kind of pisses me off because
I'll-
I have so many. Man.
If there are ones that I'll remember, because I'm sure you have the shower one and.
Yeah, so the one I just added the other day was strawberry milk and Doritos because, which is just, dude, it's so smooth. I know, it's gross.
Strawberry milk and
Because
Doritos.
Violet was on the couch and she had strawberry milk and Doritos. Doesn't sound clever, but it isn't until you say it that you're like,
Yeah, say it.
strawberry milk and Doritos.
Strawberry milk and Doritos.
Yeah.
That's fun to
Or,
say.
Strawberry milk and Doritos.
Collarbone climber.
Collarbone climber?
Yeah, pretty great.
That's
To
it.
insinuate sex.
Or toe curling. That's
Oh,
what you call it.
collarbone.
Collarbone
I thought you said
climber.
Color.
Yeah.
Collarbone.
Collarbone.
Collarbone climber.
Alliteration's always good.
Yeah, I think Kyle did the pretty girls don't light their own cigarettes.
Yeah.
Panties and
That's a good one.
Andy boy.
yeah, panties and Milanos. You know, Milanos, those little like Pepperidge Farm
Yeah,
crackers
yeah,
or whatever. I don't know why I have 8 o'clock in the morning in here. I guess I just liked how it sound. What was the other ones? I want to have some of them are in here.
2-hour shower.
I want to have sex, but the pizza's gonna get cold.
Yeah.
That was my favorite by
It's-
far.
oh, yeah,
my
it's
favorite
the
song
best.
title. Yeah.
2-hour shower was another.
Oh my god.
There was a
2
one
hour
about-
shower. Love that fuck.
Dude, this sounds like a 2000s like R&B.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna
R&B
write it
bit.
down because I'm gonna
Wait,
forget.
what's the? There was one about a truck. Oh, that Josie said.
Oh my fucking god.
I don't know. I don't know where my truck is, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know where my truck is, but it's fine. So what was it?
Obviously, like very situational and hypothetical.
Yeah.
But
2 hour
they're
shower.
funny.
I want to have sex, but the pizza's gonna get cold.
I want to have 6. Just period.
Just
That's that's
No,
song.
no. I want to have sex, but period.
Oh yeah. Okay.
but
Comma. Oh well. Well, anyways.
It'll be okay.
damn, dude, I totally forgot this podcast was still going on. I thought we ended it. We went off on a fucking.
Sorry,
tangent.
guys.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Never really know how to round these out, but we'll go out with a closing of each of the members. Andy's peeing, so I will start. No, I'm not going to start. I'm going to end. Kyle, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I really appreciate it.
No problem. It's my house.
Okay, don't cut me off.
Sorry.
Where can people find you, dude, if you want them to? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have a phone number?
Well, not my phone number, but my Instagram is OMC_Kyle for. But yeah.
Too soon.
you
Like
can-
spelled
you can-
out underscore, or is it like an underscore?
It's like the symbol underscore.
Symbol. Okay.
OMC_Kyle, and that's
Gotcha.
KYLE if you didn't know it.
All right.
And that sounds crazy, but there's a black dude that I went to high
All
school
right,
with.
so
Okay.
then we have. I feel like that story was going to get
No, it
racist,
was
and
really,
I don't want it
it
on
was
the
really
podcast.
short and really PC.
Sweet. Okay, so who else do we have? Oh yeah, boy! Now that Kyle's done our 2 new guests, I hope you guys had fun. I really,
was
really
alright.
enjoyed your time. We have Tyler Glass, aka Love and Godspeed.
Yes.
Where can people find you?
They can find me at 2000 Long Hills Road. Benton,
2600.
Arkansas. 2600. No.
He wants that fan mail.
You can find me Love and Godspeed on Instagram or on Spotify. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. You have
That's
any
about
new
it.
things coming out? Anything soon?
I do. Yeah, just building up a bunch of songs right now. Gonna release them soon.
Hell yeah,
Hopefully
brother.
they're.
I'm excited. Me and Violet still listen to that fucking song, dude.
Oh,
Played it at the
these-
Halloween party.
these
Okay,
next
what
ones
you
are-
doing?
Still listen to it.
It's a Bob.
She really likes that
These
song.
next ones though.
Yeah, he
Ooh,
showed
they're
me
good.
he showed me some shit, and I'm excited.
I'm excited. Cool beans, man. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you
Me
were
too.
here. And then, of course, no introduction. Well, it's not an introduction. Just close it. Yeah, we'll just close it. No,
you can
my,
find me
my
on-
long awaited friend I have on this podcast,
Jill,
Andy
buddy.
Vasquez, buddy. I'm glad you were here. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. I just made a new one. It's Papi Chango Art.
Glad you did that. I need to do
Yeah.
that for the podcast. That was a good inspirational thing for me.
I'm just trying to
What's your new one though? Or your
Papi Chango Art. My
No.
old one?
Yeah, yeah.
Chango_Papi. But I don't use that one anymore.
Yeah, don't go to that one.
I'm
So
done.
what's the new one?
Papi Chango Art.
Poppy
For the third
Chungo.
time.
Alright, yeah, just you gotta say the
Yeah.
next one.
PAPI.
And I'll draw my followers if you follow me.
Yeah, so check them out, guys. It is great. Check out Tyler's music, and just wait until next time for Kyle to be on the podcast again. Thank you guys so much for listening. This has been the Leftover Popcorn Podcast, and I've been your host, Damon Luneman. Follow us and listen to us wherever you listen to your music. Thank you guys so much, and as always, until next time, bye-bye.